People present here. My name is Malik. It is rightly said that the train of development is led by the engine of education. But as soon as you add the word free to it, that very train derails, my friends. It derails. Take the case of IIT, a premier institution, the mecca of engineering as far as India is concerned. Why do you think it has been able to make its name in the top-notch universities of the world? The reason: it provides paid education. Because as soon as you start paying for what you get, you're assured of ace quality. People in our country pass the 8th class thanks to the no detention policy of our compulsory education system. But they don't even know how to read and write properly. They don't have the basic numerical ability. So much for free and compulsory education. It is said that study without desire spoils the memory and retains nothing that it takes in. We are churning graduates and postgraduates by the minute. Every second person that I see is an engineer today. But Narayan Murthy once sadly said that no patent worth its name has come from India. No research worth its name has been done by an Indian. When I ask you, when the funds are limited, the resources are limited, but the clientele is unlimited, how effective would such education be? And how do we propose for giving all these students infrastructure to attain quality education?
Point of information.
Yes, please.
How do you justify keeping people uneducated by saying that there is limited resources? Does the government have any right to keep people uneducated?
It is the truth. There are limited resources. However, you want to paint a picture that is so ideal that no, you cannot deny a person from life. There are limited resources. That happens in healthcare also. That is happening in education also. You have to face the facts. Alright, moving on. Guru Dakshina is an age-old system in our country, we're all unaware. Yes, the sages who lived in forests had no materialistic needs whatsoever. Even they took tokens from children. And the reason is very obvious. Because they didn't want this casual attitude of the students to develop.
Point of information.
And that is why parents should pay for education. The moment parents start paying for a child's education, the child has a desire, a fire burning inside him to make every penny worth its weight. And if parents pay, parents will concentrate more on what their child is studying and what not he's studying and whether he should recognize his hidden talents or not.
Point of information.
Sorry. Being from an army background, I receive free ration at my home. And maybe that's the reason why I don't realize the worth of it. That very same thing will happen to education the day it is made free and compulsory. Every time a political heavyweight goes on stage, he announces 5 new engineering colleges, 5 new medical colleges. But if all our resources are going into providing free and compulsory education to all, with these semi-cooked and rotten midday meals, when do these institutions see the light of the day? Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. Fancy names, right? They are just mere movements. They sound pleasant to the ear and nothing more. This is names in the list of laws that are not being implemented properly. Let's just come to teachers here. Teachers are like candles, forever exhausting themselves only and only to give light to others. But teaching is a two-way process. You can't clap with one hand, can you? No, we can't. A teacher has to see her reflection in all the students she's teaching. A teacher has to see her students transform. But sadly, this cannot happen with 60 to 70 students in a single class. And by making education free and compulsory, whom are we actually benefiting? The poor students in a school will have to face the mockery of rich kids day in and day out. And fees is just one part. What about the extra expenses that go into education? If a child is not able to cope up, dropout rates will increase, hence leading to miserable uncertainty. Hence, education should be limited to people who insist on knowing. It is not a practical solution at all. What we need right now is quality education. I would like to end by saying a few words said by Mark Twain. He said that at first God made idiots. This was just for practice. He then made school boards. Thank you.